If you can't even spell my name correctly, then how will you be able to debate with me academically and trying to prove me wrong? I strongly believe you didn't watch my previous video. Just because you look at the title or you look somebody else made the video and you feel encouraged and you feel emotional and you made second emotional video. And I said, listen to this, what I said. And I don't want to see new videos of viewers based on allegations coming up about Islam and not accepting my challenge. All of these points, all of the points that I'm going to mention after this, he didn't answer. What he did, he made second emotional, personal understanding video. Not based on fact, just based on emotion and subjective reason. Let me summarize the point that I made in my previous video. Number one, the arguments of identity. If a wife left the husband, then why she would use the name of the husband after the divorce? She has interest, and that interest can be uniform. Similarly, the ex-Muslim, they have interest in Islam and they have their own personal agenda. Then they use the word ex-Muslim to promote, gain fame, or win their cases in the European or the Western countries. The second point I made is, if you want to refute something, or if you want to be against something, your refutation should be based on textual, intellectual, deductive reasoning. And what I see in your video, none of your refutation or videos are based on reasoning, based on intellectual, textual evidence. Your refutation are based on emotion and personal understanding. And most of your understanding are wrong and you are deluded. The third point was, if you have a problem with Islam, have you consulted and discussed your problem with an academic person, with a scholar of Islam, or you just came and made video against Islam? If you didn't, then why you have closed your mind? You promote open-mindedness and free thinking, then you should think free and do not limit yourself to atheism and do not close your mind. Be open-minded, be sincere, go and sit with a scholar, and I would love to have a very sincere discussion with you because I want you to know the truth. And you say, I speak the truth, that's why people love me. Do you know the definition of truth? What truth actually mean? By definition, truth means something according to fact and reality. And your videos, have you ever mentioned a single fact, a single reality? No, you all mention are emotion. All subjective understanding, nothing else. The point 4 was, Islam is a complete way of life. It offers solution for every aspect of our lives. If we have a problem with certain aspects of understanding of Islam, then why don't we humble ourselves and learn it rather than criticize it on YouTube? Why? If you say, no, I don't want to do that, then again, you close it to your mind, you limit your thinking, and you should be open-minded, you should be free thinking, you should have reasons. The reason says, if you have doubt in something, do more research and learn it. If you believe in atheism as a religion, then why don't you believe in Islam? If you say that Muslims need to prove the God, why should we prove the God? Because the Islamic belief is there since time immemorial. You guys, meaning atheists, they come later, and according to one of the book, A Short History to Atheism, in the page number 80, they mention the birth of atheism was in 5th or 6th century from the Greek civilization. And also they give a story that the one civilization in Africa, they were doing things based on their understanding and there was no involvement of belief in God. And they took the concept of atheism from that people who were uncivilized in Africa centuries back. And this, the evidence for this story is the story of civilization written by Wall Durant. You can read his books. Since you guys come later, centuries and million years later, with the message that there is no God, then you guys need to prove that there is no God. I made a video and challenge everyone to say there is no God. I will give them iPhone 7, but of course they have to give me some proper evidence, scientific evidence. And some say the atheists don't believe there is no God. If there is God, then why don't you believe it? If he says no, we don't believe the atheists come from nothing, then what happened to the statement of Professor Lawrence Krauss and Professor Stephen Hawking? They are leading atheists. I consider them as your prophets. Dear viewers, please do not troll around. Let me tell you something and reflect on this. Take this advice sincerely. Before you go to bed, think at least for 5 minutes. Speak to yourself. Speak to your inner disposition. Who created you? I remember you had a hard time. once in a while, you did call upon God. You don't have evidence to deny God, then what makes you to deny Him? There is no evidence. There are 10,000 of reasons to believe in God. Then not to believe in God. Do not be deluded by these people sitting behind the computer. They have no achievement. They have achieved nothing in their life. No family, no friend. They are against everything, even their own mother that gave birth to them. They are even against her. You will find many eating, criticizing, cursing their own mother. They are cursing their own country they were born. They are cursing every system in the world. There is no difference between them and ISIS. ISIS say, if you don't believe me, if you don't follow me, if you not agree with my ideology, you should be killed. And they say, if you don't follow my ideology, if you not agree with my statements and delusion, then you are stupid and silly and deluded person. Do you want to follow them? Do you want them to be your role models? Do you want to be the way they are? What achievement they have in their life? What achievement? Nothing. They're uploading every day 2-3 videos. How they're making their living? Have you know their family background? I know the one of their family background. They have the worst family background. They give the worst treatment to their own family. Forget about them and forget about me. Just think for yourself. Speak to your inner predisposition. Before you go to bed, think for 10 minutes. You cannot deny, neither you can stop your death, and death will come to you. What will you do if God resurrects you and asks you why you denied me? Give me the evidence. Do you have the evidence to deny God? No, you are deluded by these people. Don't look at their white t-shirt or tie. Look for more reasons. Do you want them to be your role models? Or rather be a man who was the most influential man in the history of mankind, who was the mercy of mankind. When people ask him for advice, he repeated it thrice, don't get angry. A man who said, if your neighbor slept hungry, you're not one of us. A man who said, love for yourself what you love for your brother. Have you read the Quran? Why you hate Islam? What is your source of hate? Why you have limited yourself to these deluded, silly people? Why? Because you're close-minded and you promote the idea of open-mindedness. Then open your mind and speak to your Muslim neighbor, friend, our scholar, and question about Islam. If he couldn't answer you, then hate it. Read the Quran with sincere heart and open mind. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not here to convert anyone. Trust me, I'm not here to convert anyone. Because the Quran is telling me, فَذَكِّرْ إِنَّمَا أَنْتَ مُتَذَكِّرْ. That means that you are not there to convert people. You are there just to give a message. It's a verse of the Quran, chapter number 88, verse number 21-22. We are not here to convert people by force. The Quran is against that. The Quran is giving compassionate, lovely message. Read it, understand it, and reflect upon it. If you're sincere, even introverted smile, anyone, I'm still optimistic knowing that my Lord is forgiving and merciful. He still can forgive you in respect of the hate and the corruption you spread in the world. Doesn't matter. You still can be forgiven. Repent and you still have a chance. I'm not getting emotional. I have reasons to tell you. If you want to sincerely speak to me, then I don't mind speaking to you. My Skype, everything is in the comment section and description. Find out. And trust me, I'm telling you as a viewer, take a while, open your mind, think about it. What makes you to hate Islam and Prophet Muhammad? Have you read any authentic book? No. Have you sit with a scholar? No. Have you been to a Muslim family? No. Have you spoke to a Muslim? No. Who you heard from these people? And who are they? They are nobody. Life is not all about YouTube. Life is not all about uploading videos. We have much more to achieve and we have big vision and mission. So reflect and introverted smile. Listen to this. And the viewers, if you ever upload a second emotional video, then you are not a man, you are crazy psychological disorder patient. If you're a man, message me, email me, and speak to me and solve your problem. Peace be upon you all.